Hello, Chrome Domers. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay. My 7-year-old PC blew up on Wednesday, and I have been struggling to get things back in order. I'm currently recording on a 5-year-old laptop, so let's see how that goes. Probably not very well, in all honesty. However, we're going to see how this does. So I think we should talk about the big news first, which is the massive changes to crystal rewards. So for us in our pre-85 status, it means very little. We were getting 60 crystals a day before, from being top 500 in Squad Arena. We are now going to get 55, I think they said 50 or 55 shards, crystals a day. Really not a major change. It's whatever. What it is a big change for, however, is when we hit 85, and we will not have a GL at that point, and roster bloat is no longer an issue. Relic quality is no longer an issue. Depth, roster breadth. There's so many things that change with this that I think it actually favors our particular build, because we weren't building a GAC crusher. We weren't building, specific meta teams that didn't raise and targeting our guys to be relic zeros and doing all of that kind of thing to really focus ourselves on dominating a specific part of GAC. What this will do is allow everybody's going to be basically 6-6 over the long haul. Once you equalize into your area, you'll be 6-6. What this is going to do, however, is our roster will not be super strong until we hit the GLs. So we're gonna stabilize in wherever we are, probably somewhere in Bronzium for a while as a new 85 for a couple of months, and then we'll unlock Supreme Leader Kylo Ren after, I don't know, 10, 12 months, whatever it takes us to get there. And once we unlock Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, suddenly our power level is going to shoot through the roof, and we're going to have some 10-2, 11-1 months where we're just rolling through people up the ladder, and then we'll stabilize around there, and then you'll get your next GL, and we'll skyrocket up again. So you're pretty much going to be bracketed by your GLs, because it's super hard to beat a equal power roster that has 2 GLs. You only have 1, and same thing for 1 versus 0. So the most GLs generally wins. So our approach of building a GL-centric roster with some fluff on the sides is probably going to be very effective in this environment. So let's talk about where we stand. I did go ahead and take our metrics on Sunday, which is the end of week 8 for us, day 56, and we have hit about a day into level 76. We gained almost 20,000 GP once again in tunes. We gained 31,000 GP in ships, and we gained a total of almost 50,000 GP overall. Arena power has gone up significantly, and that is mostly from us gear 9ing the rest of the Jedi squad. We have had no issue at all holding arena rank. We rarely even get knocked out of the top 500 now. The interesting thing is that there was a huge influx of hyperdrive into both our squad arena and our fleet arena, which means people that have been playing for 7 or 8 weeks and were around our level 70, 75, whatever, bought the hyperdrive arena, jumped up to 85, got a whole bunch of free stuff, but they haven't really stabilized into that. And we are no longer as far behind. So originally when we hit 20, was it 27 you get into Squad Arena, something like that? When we hit that number and you bought hyperdrive, there was no way we were competing with you. You just flew right by us. But now that we are fairly competitive with a new hyperdrive who unlocks everybody at level 80, and they are 85, they can level them up, but they don't unlock JKR. They don't unlock gas. They don't unlock CLS. So it's not like they have a huge meta team to dominate us. And Bestia-led Jedi is very, very strong in the early 85 meta. She's a great, great start. Overpowered almost to that extent. So, speaking of Bestia, she is obviously 5 stars still. General Anakin is 5 stars. Yoda is still 5 stars. And we have once again ridden them to a perfect week of Galactic War. Perfect run through through Squad Arena. Not perfect, but we're holding on to our top 500 in Squad Arena. Not an issue at all. Been no problems whatsoever. I can actually auto through Galactic War at this point with them. We will probably hit 50 Galactic War wins in exactly 18 more days, I would expect. In addition to that, Fleet Arena, we have hit 6 stars on both Spy and Soldier and TIE Silencer. We also, when we hit level 75 at the middle of this week, went in and managed to clear the Executrix 5-star challenge on actually the second try, technically. The first try we didn't have enough. We didn't actually level up one of our guys to 6 stars. We went back, leveled up 6 stars, and then crushed through without even losing a single unit. And obviously that was Spy, Soldier, Sunfac, and Vulture's Droid that did that. Nobody else really even got into the fight. So that was a huge thing. It gave us a little bit of a boost. Boosted up our Fleet Arena power to 161 because we added the extra ship, which was TIE Silencer. TIE Silencer is almost 7 stars, and we managed to finally get some shards to show up in the shop for Sunfac's ship and got him up to 5 stars, which was a bit of a concern for me coming up to 78 next week, but we managed it, and without too much of an issue. He's well on his way to 6 stars. He probably won't be 6 stars before we hit 78, but it'll be close. And we're focusing on Ashoka now, trying to get her up to 6 stars as well, as she is a fairly dominant person in the arena. And we are regularly knocking off hyperdrives now. And, I mean, we're not hitting the top guys yet, but we're able to knock off, because there's 60 or 70 hyperdrives in our fleet shard, and we're knocking some of those down and staying in the top 50 without too much of an issue. Most days we don't even get knocked out. They just skip over us because, I mean, we are 161,000 Fleet Arena now, and these hyperdrive guys are coming in at 180, 170. They don't want any part of us. It's not what they want to be. So let's talk about what's been going on with the rest of the roster. As I mentioned, TIE Silencer is almost 7 stars. That's our Cantina farm. Let me pull up my notes here real quick. So that's fine. In the Cantina store, we are farming Stormtrooper Han. He is just past 6 stars, and we'll have him to 7 before too much long, because the Cantina store is pretty good, pretty reliable. In the Guild store, we are farming Old Boy and Farm Boy Luke whenever they show up, which is not that often. Plus, we're buying some gear out of it. And Arena Store, we got Grand Moff Tarkin to 7 stars. You will see down here, he is 7 stars. And we will go ahead and, now that he is 7 stars, we're starting farming on Princess Leia. And she is our last holdout for 5 stars to get Palpatine. And also to get the 5th spot in the CLS challenge, which to get R2-D2. And so we're going to go and get her to 5 stars. I've started investing some credits into getting these guys up to, I think I can probably do it around level 75, level 80 on these guys. I did make a change here, which is that I had previously had Admiral Akbar here on our Rebels list. But I realized that Kanan is 7 stars. He is level 68. He is Gear 8. Why not throw him in instead of Akbar and run that as the Rebel team to get Palpatine? Palpatine's not a hard unlock, so it should not be too much of an issue to have that roll through. Once everybody at 5 stars, I actually have completed the first 4 levels. I just need the fifth 5-star Rebel to get R2D to get Palpatine. Then I can slot Palpatine in down here in the Empire team and get Royal Guard and Snowtrooper, or whoever else I manage to get. Snowtrooper is actually somebody I can farm. Royal Guard is not someone I will farm. And toss them in to get R2-D2 when that's ready. I did make a little bit of a mistake. I unlocked General Hux's node quite a while back. I think it's a level 60-something node to unlock. It's on I think it's Dark Side 6, something like that. And so I did not farm him. You need to farm him to unlock. He's only 25 shards to unlock. With double drops, it's a couple of days, but I didn't do it back then. I should have gone ahead and tossed some stuff at him. That was a mistake. You need him not at 7 stars yet, but you do need him unlocked so you can do the Executrix. The finalizer challenges. So that was a mistake I made. Going back and fixing that at this point. And also, because we hit level 75 and level 76 over the past week, we have gone ahead and started our hard node farm on ships. That is Hyena Bomber, Houndstooth, and Xanadu Blood. They are the first three to unlock. There's a fourth one, which I believe is Kylo's command shuttle, which unlocks closer to 85. It's a tier 9 group unlock, and so I've started that farm to go ahead and get those guys started. And Hux will be finished in a minute. So right now, we are currently farming 5 things: Vulture Droid, General Hux, Hyena Bomber, Houndstooth, and Xanadu Blood. That is a lot of farming for us. Hux will drop off very shortly, and we're only farming Bestia in the fleet node now, and we are only, as well as Slave 1 and Sunfax ship, and we are not farming Jedi Knight Anakin at all. He will be farmed at level 77 out of the Cantina once we finish off the TIE Silencer, who is at like 92 out of 100, so he'll be finished in a couple of days, and we can go ahead and start the Jedi Knight Anakin farm in there. So that's where we stand on that. No changes in the Geonosians. I have tried the Geonosian 5-star, the 5th tier battle, and it's super hard. Like, super hard. For these guys, they just get flat wrecked going through it, and they're pretty strong. Like, if you take a look at our Geos over here, like, they are, oh, of course, it's not gonna work. That's stupid. Stupid. Anyways, they're like 13,000 GP, so they're really strong, but it's just not enough to get through the Padme Unlock. It's a super hard fight that you really need really high Geos, and you need Geonosian Brood Alpha to really give the bonus health and protection to them as well. I have also gone back and remodded all of my top 8 toons, which are the 3 Geos and the 5 Jedi, and remodded them into what they should be with, offense and crit chance and speed, etc. And that's done great for us, and they're looking really solid as well. In addition to that, we're making a ton of crystals from a variety of things: territory war, territory battles. We got the end of month bonus. So after doing we're currently doing 3 regular energy, 1 ship energy, which is 200 crystals a day. And as you can see in the top right hand corner there, we're sitting at 739 crystals after doing our refreshes for the day. We have gotten our crystal income for the day, so we'll spend another 200 of that and still be over 500 with what we're going through. I am not currently buying a refresh on Cantina because we're not really up against it with Cantina. It's going perfectly fine, and I'd rather have 4 refreshes done and holding on to some of our crystals instead of doing the 5th one with Cantina in the group. And we have 3 hard node farms for fleet right now, which is 300 energy, and if we don't refresh 1 ship, we won't get there with that. And we have 5 hard node farms with regular energy, so that's an issue. As far as farming towards finalizer goes, I am considering trying to speed up the farm a little bit and dropping alternating refreshes on Houndstooth and Xanadu Blood and try to get those guys sped up a little bit while we have all of our guys are pretty much maxed on gear. Those 77 is going to open a lot of things up, but everybody in our entire squad is pretty much maxed on, of the 8 people is maxed on gear, and I've been working on Grand Moff Tarkin to get him up too, because he's the tune for Executrix that I'm using in my main arena fight. So I think that's probably going to be the right play to speed things up. It is like a 6 to 7 month farm on these ships. And even though we're starting some of them now, I feel like we need to speed it up a little bit because I don't really want to spend 6 months farming ships, 3 months farming finalizer, and we're already 2 months into the farm. I don't want to get us past a year before we can even start Spring Leader Kylo Ren in any hope that we have. So I think speeding it up by a month or two will help us a lot, and an extra 25 crystals and 100 energy a day is probably something we can afford. So with that, come back next week. We will probably still not be 78, but we'll be really close. I may hold off and wait till we hit 78 to do the refresh, to do the video, just so that we can all run through the Zeta fight together and get that unlocked as one of our main goals for the account. With that, thank you very much. OBG out.